Okay, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. I think let us wait around 2 minutes and then kita boleh start straight away lah. Okay, so firstly, test mic. Semua orang boleh dengar clear ke? Okay ke? Dengar ke? Ada masalah apa-apa ke? In case screen tak okay ke apa ke? Ada masalah lah. Ada masalah ke? Cakap boleh tak betul? Okay, dengar. Good. Alhamdulillah dengar dengan jelasnya. Okay, so let us wait for another 1 minute. So 12:03, we're gonna start straight away because we have quite a lot actually for today. So today trigonometric function. So just in case you guys are quite confused what are trigonometric function. So basically in multiplication level, we have to learn how to find some basic value for sine theta, cos theta, tangent theta, and then some secant theta, cotangent theta, as well as cotangent, cosecant, secant theta. So we have those 6 things, and then you need to know how to use the special angle, and then how to prove the trigonometric identities. So basically we keep on using this chapter until we're gonna see them again in chapter 9 because we have to do some differentiation involving trigonometric function, and then we're gonna see them again next year as well. So nanti masuk dekat semester baru pun sama jugalah, kita akan ada Trigo juga. So Trigo ni for me I'll say one thing when you want to start to learn Trigo, those saying that trigonometry is hard, yang tu sepatutnya go away as far as possible. So trigonometry dia tak susah, cumanya kita bila kita baru belajar, biasalah semua benda pun kita rasa macam masih belum clear semua. You just need some practice and then it will be fine. Just kena buang yang kata dia susah tu, buang jauh-jauh sikit. Actually it was quite simple. We're gonna see them quite a lot this sem actually. Okay, so now 12:04. So sorry lah banyak sangat bebel. Okay, so let us go to the the 7th chapter. So the new chapter, trigonometric function. We have finished 6th chapter, everyone. So we're gonna start with chapter 7, trigonometric function. So this is the first subtopic, trigonometric ratio and identity. So we're gonna learn some special angle and etc. Oops. Okay. So at the end of the lesson, you should be able to state the trigonometric ratio of sine theta, cos theta, tangent theta, cosecant theta, secant theta, as well as cotangent theta. And then express tangent theta is actually equal to sine theta over cos theta. And then you should be able to know that cos theta is actually sine 90 degree minus with theta. And then sine, that is cos theta equal to sine 90 degree minus theta. And sine theta is cos of 90 degree minus theta. Meanwhile, for tangent theta, tangent of 90 degree minus theta, that is actually equal to cotangent theta. And then use some special angles. So you got to learn how to use for 0, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, as well as 90 degree. So those are some special angle. And then find the angle of the trigonometric equations and then prove the trigonometric identity. So we have a few identities, so you need to know how to prove them. So I'll give you some simple example and then you can do more example in your tutorial, of course. Okay, so now state the trigonometric ratio of sine theta, cos theta, tangent theta, cosecant theta, secant theta, as well as cotangent theta. Okay, so for any acute angle theta, there are 6 trigonometric ratio So why they are 6? Because we have sine theta, cos theta, tangent theta, cosecant theta, secant theta, cotangent theta, each of which is defined by referring to a right angle triangle containing theta. So the right angle triangle is this one. So this is actually theta. So this is x, this is y, and this is z. Okay, so just in case you tak ingat kan what you learn during your high school level. So this is theta, that means this is actually the opposite of theta, so opposite. So this is actually something called as the hypotenuse. And then this x is actually the adjacent. Or in Malay, we call them bertentangan. Hypotenuse is hypotenuse, I think. Adjacent is bersebelahan. So kita ada tentang, sebelah, hypotenuse. So opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse. Okay, so now how to define the sine theta, cos theta, tangent theta? Okay, so basically you have learned them in your high school level. Soh kah tua. So what is soh? Soh is opposite over with hypotenuse. So you can actually see from the diagram previously. So yang ni opposite over hypotenuse. So y over z. So let me go through straight away. Okay, so sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So kah tua. So opposite over adjacent. So opposite over adjacent. So it will become y over x. So kah tua. And then we do have something called the cosecant of theta. So cosecant of theta is actually 1 over sine of theta. And then secant of theta, that is actually 1 over cos theta. And then cotangent theta is actually 1 over tangent theta. Okay, so the way we memorize them, as you can see, I do put some circle over there. So referring to this sign. So sign, this is S. So that means based on this, the third letter will be S. So cosecant. So 1 over cos, so this is C. So the third letter will be C. So this is secant. 1 over tangent. So this is T. So the third letter will be T. Cotangent theta. Kalau nak ingat je lah, dia macam tengok huruf yang ketiga tu. So sometimes people don't really memorize them. So that is why I told you to remember them that way. So simply refer to the third letter and the first letter for sine, cos and tangent. So 1 over sine, cosecant. 1 over cos, secant. 1 over tangent, cotangent. Okay, so kah tua, cosecant, secant, cotangent, done with that. Okay, so given that sine of theta is equal to 3 over 5, where theta is actually between 0 and 90 degree. So why do they tell us this? This is because our triangle should be in the first quadrant. So you do remember first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and the fourth quadrant, right? So just in case you didn't remember, so this is the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. So we are talking about theta in between 0 and 90 degrees. So that means we are talking about something in the first quadrant. So we should draw our triangle in the first quadrant. And then find the values of cos theta, tangent theta, cosecant theta, secant theta, and cotangent theta. Okay, so sine of theta. So that is actually 3 over 5. Okay, so sine, that is opposite over hypotenuse. So if this is our theta, opposite is 3, hypotenuse is 5. So in order to get your adjacent, we simply do the hypotenuse square minus with the opposite square and then take the square root of them. So that will give us 4. So just in case you didn't remember, so this is y. So 3 square plus y square is actually equal to 5 square by using the Pythagoras theorem. So adjacent square plus with the opposite square is supposed to be equal to the hypotenuse square. And then do make sure to have y as the subject, and then y is simply equal to 4. Okay, so sine 3 over 5. So cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So adjacent, this is y over hypotenuse. So substitute the value. So cos will be 4 over 5. Tangent will be opposite over adjacent. So the opposite is 3 over 4. Okay, so now I'll give you 2 minutes. Can you tell me what is your cosecant? Cosecant of theta, secant theta, as well as cotangent theta. So I'll give you 2 minutes. Or should I give you 1 minute? 1 minit pun done sebenarnya. Tapi tak apalah. Just in case nak tulis tak done. Okay, so I'll give you 2 minutes. Can you tell me what is cosecant theta, secant theta, and cotangent theta? What is the value? Okay, so I can see that some of you do get the correct answer. Not some, I think all of you get the correct answer. But let us start over here. Tak sempat 2 minit kan. So tak apalah, kita go through je lah kalau boleh laju. Okay, now. So cosecant is 1 over sine. So it's supposed to be 1 over 3 over 5 because the value for the sine previously is 3 over 5. So take the reciprocal for them. So it should be 5 over 3. So that is correct. The second one, secant theta. So this is 1 over cos. And the value for the cos theta is actually 4 over 5 previously. So take the reciprocal for them. So it will be 5 over 4. Correct as well. So now, cotangent. Cotangent is actually 1 over tangent. And the value of the tangent is actually 3 over 4. So 1 over 3 over 4, again we take the reciprocal for them. Therefore, it will be 4 over 3. So siapa yang betul tanya. Buat sini ya. Tanya. Okay, next. Express tangent theta equal to sine theta over cos theta. And then sine of 90 degree minus theta is equal to cos theta. Cos of 90 degree minus theta is sine theta. And then tangent of 90 degree minus theta equal to cotangent theta. Okay, so now previously what do we have is the theta over here. So since this is a right angle triangle, obviously this one's supposed to be 90 degree. So this one should be 90 degree minus theta. So the total angle should be 180. So that is why this one over here should be 90 degree minus theta. Okay, so now from the diagram, tangent theta will be y over x. So kah tua opposite over adjacent. So y over x. Sine theta will be y over z. Cos of theta will be x over z. Sine of theta, if you are using the formula sine theta y over z over cos theta x over z. So if you divide those two, you can actually get y over z. And if you look at them very carefully, this y over z, this is actually similar to this one. So that means we can say that tangent theta is actually equal to sine theta over cos theta. So that is how we want to prove. Tangent theta is actually sine theta over cos theta. Okay, so done with that. Proceed with the 90 degree minus theta now. Okay, so sine of 90 degree minus theta. Okay, so based on the triangle tadi tu. So this is 90 degree minus theta, right? Okay, so if you take, so opposite over hypotenuse, so sine of 90 degree minus theta, so we are going to get x over z, and cos of theta, z no, padam lah ini. Okay, so sine of 90 degree minus theta is x over z. Cos of theta, this is also x over z. Therefore, we can say that sine of 90 degree minus theta is actually equal to cos of theta. So 90 degree minus theta is the above one. Cos theta, so theta is the below one. So make sure you draw your triangle. So this is theta. This is 90 degree minus theta. And this is 90 degree. Sekejap saya check siapa X, siapa Y. Sekejap kita salah huruf. So, X, Y, Z. Okay. Okay. So now cos of 90 degree minus theta. So kah. Okay, so this is adjacent over hypotenuse. So 90 degree minus theta, the adjacent is y over z. Meanwhile, sine of theta, if you look at theta and you take the opposite of theta, y, over with the hypotenuse, so this one will be y over z as well. Therefore, we can say that cos of 90 degree minus theta, this is also equal to sine theta. So it's just a matter of perspective. So dia tengok dari mana. So kalau theta kita tengok dari bawah, so opposite dia adalah y, adjacent dia adalah x. But if we refer to 90 degree minus theta, the opposite is x, the adjacent is y. So just mata tu dekat mana je lah, just a matter of perspective. Okay, so keep in mind these two. Then we have another one, tangent of 90 degree minus theta. Okay, so cotangent is actually 1 over tangent theta. So this is 1 over y over x. So this is also equal to x over y. Therefore, you can say that tangent of 90 degree minus theta is actually equal to cotangent theta. If you cannot really see them very clearly, then draw the right angle triangle. So that is 90 degree theta, and this is 90 degree minus theta. So this is x, this is y, this is z. So tangent, so kah tua. Okay, so opposite over adjacent. So if we are at 90 degree minus theta, the opposite of them is x. The adjacent is y, so that is the reason why you are having x over y. Cotangent theta, so tangent theta, tangent again is opposite over adjacent. So if we are at theta, opposite of theta is y, the adjacent is x. So y over x, so that is how you get x over y. Therefore, tangent 90 degree minus theta is actually equal to cotangent theta. Next. Okay, so do take note that cos theta over sine theta is equal to cotangent theta. So why is that? So previously what do we have is tangent theta equal to sine theta over cos theta, right? So tangent is sine over cos. So since cotangent of theta is 1 over tangent theta. So that means cotangent of theta will be 1 over sine over cos. So that is how you get cotangent theta is cos over sine. This is about tangent sine over cos. So cotangent, ambil reciprocal. So take the reciprocal. So that is how you get cos over sine. Okay, so now next. Here's some special angles. So the value of trigonometric ratio for some special angle are as follow. So those are the special angle that you have to remember. So there are a few methods to find the special angle. So you can draw the right angle triangle and then derive the value. Or what you can do is that you can write down the sine theta in ascending power. So we can actually write them down. Okay, let me do this for you. Okay. You can actually write them down in terms of set over 2 first. So set over 2, set over 2, set over 2, set over 2. But for sine kita akan start dari kosong. So we start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are for sine theta. But for cos theta, it should be the other way around. So set over 2 again, but it should be decreasing this time. So this one should be 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. To get tangent, you simply do sine over cos. So bahagi sajalah, nanti kita akan dapat tangent. So that is normally how I remember them. But of course, you can draw those triangle. That is fine. So some people, they are using their hands. So guna tangan tu pun boleh jugalah untuk tahu kosong. 0, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. So you can actually use your hand as well. Okay, so I think I'll teach you later how to use your hand. So yang ini saya delete dulu Okay, so those are the special angle. Okay, so now example 2. Find the value of each expression without using a calculator. So those are simply some special angles, so we can actually find out what is the value for them. Okay, so A, 1 minus tangent square, 30 degree, 1 plus tangent square, 30 degree. So every time you see this kind of square, so what do they mean is that tangent of 30 degree and then square outside. So the square should be outside actually. So this one, tangent square 30 degree, again, we can actually write them down as tangent 30 degree square. Okay, so now we need to know what is the value for tangent 30 degree. So 0, 30, so that is how I get 1 over square root of 3. So 1 over sec 3 square over 1 plus 1 over sec 3 square, and then of course you should square both the numerator and denominator. Okay, so 1 square is 1, square root of 3 square is 3. 1 square is 1, square root of 3 square is simply 3. So what do we have is 1 minus 1 over 3 over 1 plus 1 over 3. And then change everything into a common denominator. So yang ni tukarkan dia kepada satu fraction saja. So we're going to have 3 minus 1 over 3. And this is 3 plus 1 over 3. So samakan pembawah dulu lah. Baru kita simplify dia sikit. So it will become 1 over 2. So just in case you couldn't see how it become 1 over 2. So let me do a few steps for you. So make sure you have a common denominator here. So 3 minus 1 over 3 over 3 plus 1 over 3. So this one will become 2 over 3 over 4 over 3. And then since we have 2 over 3 divided with 4 over 3, so we divide with some fraction, we should take the reciprocal. So kita pusingkan dia. So it should be 2 over 3 times with 3 over 4. So you cancel out the 3, then 2 over 4. So this is simply 1 over 2. So samakan pembawah dulu. Dah samakan pembawah baru kita boleh bahagi dia lah. So make sure when you divide with a fraction, do make sure to take its reciprocal. So make sure kena pusingkan lah numerator dengan denominator tu. Okay, so done with the first one. So now the second one. So we got a mixture actually, a lot of thing over there. So we got second of 30 degree, tangent 60 degree, sine of 45 degree, cosecant 45 degree, cos of 30 degree, cotangent of 60 degree. So of course we got to change the second, the cosecond, so second, the cosecond, as well as the cotangent first, because basically for the basic angle we only have them for the sine, the cos and the tangent. So we don't have anything for second, cosecond and cotangent. So you should change them first into sine, cos and tangent first. Okay, so what is second? Second, so referring to the third letter, so this is C, that means this is 1 over cos. So cosecond, 1, 2, 3. The third letter is S. So this is 1 over sine. Cotangent, 1, 2, 3, E as sine. So this is T. So this is 1 over tangent. So change that one first. So what do we have is 1 over cos of 30 degree, tangent of 60 degree, sine of 45 degree, 1 over sine 45 degree, cos of 30 degree, 1 over tangent of 60 degree. So now we should check what is the value for cos 30 degree, tangent 60 degree, sine 45, sine 45. Oh, these two we can actually cancel out and then we're gonna get 1. So now cos 30 degree and then tangent 60 degree. Okay, so now we can actually use our finger. So this is 0, this is 30. I'm not sure, do you have pen with you? Better to write down this is 0, this is 30 degree, this is 45 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree. Can you? 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Yang ni yang guna tangan tau. You tengok saya bawa pen tak? I don't have pen with me. Never mind. Okay, so what do you need to write down over here? This is square root over 2. Square root over 2. So now we want to know what is the value that we should put inside of the square root. Boleh ke? Sana. Jangan gelak tau. Saya lukis tangan lah. Payahlah. Tangan ke tu? Sabar je lah. Sana. Okay. Lukis tangan. Besar sangat. Tak aci. Sekejap lah, saya nak lukis tangan ni. Payah tau. Macam mana saya nak lukis tangan untuk awak? Cing. Tangan dah tu. Tangan. 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. So now, yang tengah-tengah tu, those are square root over 2. Sampailah. Okay, so the left hand side will be sine. The right hand side will be cos. Janganlah gelak, tak baik tau. Nak buat macam mana? Kalau tak, saya tak ada lah ambil maths tau. I cannot draw, you know. Nantilah saya cari gambar tangan dulu tu. Okay, cos of 30 degree. So this is 0, right? This is 30 degree. So you put them down. Dah. 30 degree, put them down. Okay, so cos is on the right hand side. How many finger do you see over here? How many fingers? Kena ada S. How many fingers? 1, 2, 3. 3 fingers, right? So that means cos of 30. So this one should be square root of 3 over 2. Can you follow me? 0, 30. So put the 30 down. So we have 1, 2, 3. So 3 fingers over here. So this one should be square root of 3 over 2. So cos kena baca yang sebelah kanan. Awak tulis tangan kanan kan? So baca finger yang sebelah kanan tu. Ada berapa finger? Okay, so now tangent of 60 degree. So 0, 30, 45, 60. So put them down, 60. And then you simply see how many fingers do you have on the left and how many fingers do you have on the right. Okay, so basically for tangent 60 degree, so on the left hand side, I can see 3. So this is square root of 3. On the right hand side, this is square root of 1. So this is square root of 3. Tak nampak juga lagi. Okay, let's say sine of 45. We can actually cancel out, but never mind. Okay, so 0, 30, 45. So bring 45 down. So this is sine. Sine, that means you should read the left hand side. So how many fingers do you see on the left? So those are 2. So that means sine of 45 degree is square root of 2 over 2. Okay, so let me be a bit fast now. Oh, tapi yang ni dah sama kan macam tadi. Tapi tak apalah, lagi sekali. Cos of 30 degree. So 0, 30, put the 30 down and then see how many fingers sebab kita nak cos. Cos 30 kena sebelah kanan lah. So 1, 2, 3, 3 fingers. So this is square root of 3 over 2. If I want sine of 30 degree, then I simply refer on the left hand side. I only have 1 finger. So this is square root of 1 over 2. Boleh ke? Kalau tak okey nanti dalam tutor kita tengok lah banyak sikit Saya nak padam. Saya kan kalau benda ni korang jangan snap pula tau. Jangan memviralkan. Jangan memviralkan bentuk ni tau. Malu pula aku. Oh, menyesal aku lukis. Erase pada muka. Okay, so now we already have the value. So you can actually substitute the value in. So ganti. Okay, so what do we have here is 2 plus 1 plus with half. So simplify them a little bit. So it will give you 7 over 2. Boleh ke? Okay, so kalau rasa macam masih tak mahir juga, nanti kita masuk tutor, kita tengok lagi Okay, next. Find the angle of the trigonometric equations. So we might have positive angle in the first quadrant. So in the first quadrant, all the sine, the cos and the tangent, everything will become positive number. So sine theta, cos theta, tangent theta, all positive. So let's say between 0 and 90 degree. So theta ni anything between 0 and 90 degree. So if you substitute, you are supposed to get something with positive. So tangent of let's say 33 degree, so that number is positive. Cos of 33 degree, that is also positive. Tangent of 33 degree, so that is also positive. Positive angle. In the second quadrant, so for the sine, it will become sine of 180. Need to put a negative. For the tangent, we should also put a negative. So that is for the second quadrant. The third quadrant, so the only thing that will be positive is tangent. So tangent of theta minus 180 degree. And then for the fourth quadrant, the only thing that will be positive is the cos. So the way we remember them is normally you use ASDC, right? All science teacher, I don't know. Hello star to Changlun, ASDC. Hello star to Changlun, add sugar to coffee. So those are the quadrant that will give us some positive answer. So for all that mean all the sine, all the cos, all the tangent in the first quadrant will be positive. But in the second quadrant, only the sine will give us some positive. In the third quadrant, only the tangent will give us some positive value. Other than that, it will be negative. For the fourth quadrant, only the cos will give us positive. Other than that, everything else is negative. So cara nak hafal ni terpulang pada awak lah. Saya hari tu sebab orang ajar saya Alo Star Tu Chang Lun, so saya pun macam melekat dah yang tu. Alo Star Tu Chang Lun. Next, negative angle. So the rotating arm will describe a negative angle if it rotates in a clockwise direction. So this is for negative angle. So instead of moving anti-clockwise, we are moving clockwise. Okay, so only one of them will be positive, which is cos. So cos of negative theta will become cos of theta. However, sine of negative theta as well as tangent of negative theta, those two will become negative. So negative sine theta, negative tangent theta. Okay, so now state the trigonometric ratio in acute angle. So acute angle, that means we are talking about theta between 0 and 90 degrees. So we want theta between 0 and 90 degree only in the first quadrant. Okay, so let us see A, sine of 140 degree. Okay, so where is 140 degree? So basically 140 degree is actually in the second quadrant. So A, S, D, C. So 140 degree is over here. So this is 140 degree. So using the formula previously, so this is sine of 180 degree minus theta. So that is how you get sine 180 minus with 140. So 180 minus 140 is sine of 40 degree. So we already changed it into the acute angle. Okay, the second one, cos of 226. Okay, so this is 0, this is 90, this is 180, this is 270. That means 226 will be somewhere here. So this is 226. A, S, T, C. So that means for the cos, it will be negative then. So it should become negative of cos 226 minus 180. So 226 minus 180 is 46. So negative cos 46. Okay, the third one, tangent of negative 211. Okay, so what do we do is that we are using the properties of negative angle first. So tangent of negative theta is equal to the negative of tangent theta sebab hanya cos saja kan yang kita akan keep. So cos of negative theta is equal to positive cos of theta. Yang lain semua kena macam seolah-olah macam kita tarik negatif keluar. So negative of tangent theta. So now we should check where is 211. So again 0, 90, 180, 270. So 211 is somewhere here. So this is 211. And then of course A, S, T, C, Alo Star Tu Chang Lun. Okay, so this is the quadrant for the tangent. So I don't have to times them with negative. So this is the negative of tangent 211 minus 180. Simplify them a little bit. So it will become the negative of tangent 31 degree. Boleh ke? Okay, next Without using calculators, find the values of the following. So we don't want to use calculator, we simply want to find them. That simply mean we have to use some special angle. Mesti kena guna special angle. Miss B tu, kenapa dengan B? Why Mukmin? What happened with B? Tak apa, nanti tulis kat situ Saya proceed yang the next kejap. Okay, so now let us start with A, cos of 210. So firstly, let us see where is 210. So 0, 90, 180, 270. So 210 is over here. So this is 210. And then of course, hello star to Changlun. So only tangent will be positive. That means for this one, I should write down some negative. So it will be the negative of cos 210 minus 180. So 210 minus 18. So this one will become 30 degree. So the negative of cos 30 degree. So 0, 30, bring them down. So 30 degree, see how many fingers on the right hand side. 1, 2, 3 fingers. So this one should be the negative of square root of 3 over 2. Sebab ada 3 fingers sebelah kanan kan. Okay. Let me delete this first. Kalau tak nanti dia kacau. Okay. Right, so it will become the negative of sec 3 over 2. Okay, the next one. We got the tangent of negative 120 degree. So refer to the negative angle first. If you refer to the negative angle, only cos. If we have cos of negative theta, then this one will be cos of theta. So hanya dia saja yang macam kita tak perlu seolah-olah macam kita tarik negatif. But for tangent, I should bring the negative outside first using that. So it will become the negative of tangent 120 degree. And then check where is 120 degree, 0, 90, 180. So 120 is over here. AS. So only the sign will be positive, but this is tangent. So for this one, I should change this one into the negative of tangent 180 minus 120, which will be times with the negative, so it will become positive later on. Okay, so tangent of 120 degree. So this one will be the negative of tangent 180 degree minus with 120. The negative with negative, it will become positive. So we got positive tangent 60 degree. So 0, 30, 45, 60. So bring 60 down. So how many fingers do we have on the left? So we got 1, 2, 3. So this is square root of 3. Only one finger on the right hand side. So this is square root of 1. So square root of 3 over square root of 1. So it will become square root of 3. So that is tangent of 60 degrees square root of 3. Okay, next. Proof of trigonometric identities. Okay, so we nearly there. Okay, so basically there are a few trigonometric identities that we need to remember. But normally for me, I simply remember the first one and then I derive the other two. So I simply remember that sine square plus with cos square should be equal to 1. And then in order to get both of them, the other two, so I simply either dividing with sine square theta or either I divide with cos square theta. So for example over here, if I do sine square over sine square, it will become 1. Cos square over sine square, so cos over sine, it will become cotangent. So 1 over sine square, that is how you get cosecant square theta. So that means to move from here to here, I simply divide them with sine square theta. And then to get here, so we simply divide them with cos square. So sine square over cos square, so that will give us tangent square. Cos square over cos square, it will become 1. 1 over cos square, so that is how you get secant square. So untuk saya tak kata saya hafal tiga-tiga lah. So I simply remember one of them, which is sine square plus cos square equal to 1. Itu berdasarkan cyclic dia tu kan. Okay, so done with that. Okay, so now example 5, we have to prove that tangent theta plus cotangent theta is actually equal to secant theta, cosecant theta, and then cotangent to the power of 4 theta plus cotangent square theta is actually equal to cosecant to the power of 4 theta minus cosecant square theta. Okay, so one thing that you should keep in mind for proving questions. So if let's say I call this one as A, this one as B. So the way we do the proving question is we start from the left hand side or the right hand side. So choose one side first. Do you want to start from the left hand side or do you want to start from the right hand side? So choose one side first. And if let's say you want to start from the left hand side, so left hand side, do the properties, change everything, blah 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 blah. Make sure at the end you are going to get the right hand side. So dia tak boleh tulis sama-sama gerak. Dia mesti macam mula-mula kita start dengan sebelah kiri dulu. Oh, solve. Ataupun simplify. Bahagian bawah baru kita boleh dapat B. So jangan tulis A sama dengan B, gerak macam tu. Okay, so let me show you one of them. So I'll show you for the A and then I'll give you some time for you to do the B. Okay, so for the A, we got tangent theta plus with cotangent theta. So let us use some definition of tangent theta and cotangent theta. What do we know about tangent theta? And what do we know actually about cotangent theta? Okay, so I do know that tangent theta is actually sine of a cos. And I know cotangent. Cotangent is actually 1 over tangent. So cotangent will be cos over sine. So we are going to have sine theta over cos theta plus cos theta over sine theta. But somehow they are not having a common denominator. So one of them is cos, one of them is sine. So it doesn't look very nice for me. So better to change everything into a single fraction. So kita akan samakan pembawah sikit lah. Oh tiba-tiba okay dah. Okay. So now let us change everything into a single fraction. So what do we get is sine theta times with the sine theta. So it will become sine square theta. Cos theta will be multiplied with cos theta. So it will become cos square theta. And then we are going to times the cos theta and the sine theta. So what do we have is sine square theta plus with cos square theta over cos theta sine theta. But if you look at your numerator, sine square theta plus cos square theta, it does seem quite familiar, right? So nampak macam kenal je kan? So actually we have seen them previously. So let me show you where that is. Sine square plus cos square. So we have seen them previously over here. So sine square theta plus cos square theta is actually equal to 1. So we can actually replace them with 1. So that means what do we have is 1 over cos theta sine theta. And then since this is simply a multiplication, so I can actually separate them into two different fractions. So 1 over cos theta multiply with 1 over sine theta. And then 1 over cos theta, what is that actually? So 1 over cos theta is actually secant theta. 1 over sine theta is actually cosecant theta. And then voila, that is what we want to prove. Tu benda yang kita nak prove dah lah. So proven, done. So do make sure start from one side and then you end up with the other side. Macam tu lah. Jangan gerak sama-sama So this one, we start from the left hand side and then we do end up with the right hand side. So once you get them, so you can easily write down proven, done. Okay, so now B. Cotangent to the power of 4 theta plus cotangent square theta. And then you want to get the right hand side. So I'll give you some time for you to try them. So saya bagi dalam 4 minit ke? Cuba try. But perhaps I can give you some hint before you try them. So I'll give you one hint first. So since this is something to the power of 4, this is something to the power of 2, and both of them have something with cotangent. So we can actually factorize the cotangent out. So it will become cotangent square theta plus 1. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes for you to try them. So sampai 12.55 sekejap lagi kita try tengok dapat ke tak dapat. Dapat dah. Oi, laju. Asma dapat macam mana Asma? Awak kira macam mana? What did you do? You buat macam mana? Asal hari ni nampak macam gemuk lah. Dah naik dah kot pipi. Semua dapat dah. Saya bagi masa sikit. Kesian yang orang tak dapat lagi. Bagilah dia peluang untuk mencuba. Kerana mencuba itu merupakan satu perbuatan yang sangat bagus. Try your best. Okay, so it's 12:55. So let us see how to do this actually. Okay, so we do have one identity involving cotangent actually. 1 plus cotangent square is actually equal to cosecant square. So you can actually use that identity. Oops. Okay, so we can actually use this identity to change cotangent square plus 1 to become cosecant square theta. So yang ni yang kat belakang. And then cotangent square theta. So over here you can actually make cotangent square as the subject. So you will be left with cosecant square theta minus with 1. So simply bring the 1 to the right hand side. And then what do? You simply expand them. So cosecant square theta times with cosecant square theta. So it will become cosecant to the power of 4 theta minus 1 times cosecant square theta. So it will simply become cosecant square theta. Ta-da! Done. So I think that is what we want to prove. So proven. Done. So penat je Miss bagi masa lama-lama kan. Tak adalah nak bagi try. Nanti kan tak pernah try, tak tahu pula. Okay, so with that, luckily we can finish earlier. Okay, everyone, so I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy your day and enjoy your weekend as well. We have quite a long weekend this week. So kita cuti hari Khamis, Jumaat, Sabtu kan. Right, so I'll see you guys next week. Thank you class. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Bye.